don't think we've been up there.
Right, hello my friends. This is a first impressions of Code Vein, one of the many Souls-like games on the market. This one is, well, from what I've played, a fair bit easier than things like, you know, Demon Souls and Dark Souls and all that. Well, mainly because you get a co-op partner like this character you got here called Mia something or other. Weird sort of little Russian name. But yeah, I've been enjoying it quite a bit, other than trying to defeat the boss at the end of this area. Who they, for some reason, put you in like the tiniest little arena to try and defeat him. But yeah, I'll just show off some of the features this game has. So my only other real experience of playing Souls games are a bit of Demon Souls and a bit of Dark Souls 2. I just never really got invested in them because I don't really know. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Obviously, it's got the stamina meter where every action you do, you sort of have to. It sort of has to be a bit calculated, I guess. Where running, you know, uses stamina, rolling, attacking. The only thing that doesn't use up stamina is obviously these, which are called gifts, which you get from things called blood codes. Because you're such a unique character, you get several different blood codes, which are which you can basically steal from other people, as it were. I say steal, I mean most of the characters just give them to you. Like this one is from a character called Lois, or Lewis, however you want to pronounce it, depending on where you're from. He's one of the main characters in the game, and he'll just give you his blood, and then you can use his abilities. They all have like different values, so like how much you can carry, how much damage you'll do, your resistance and stuff like that. And also they have gifts attached to them, which are like the special abilities. So this one here is Artemis, which is Mia Karnstein's, which is my partner's blood code, is more focused on like magic and stuff. So yeah, so each blood code has a different sort of type, or its strengths and weaknesses, as it were. And yeah, so I can't remember what I was going to say then. So yeah, there is actually a bit of a problem with that, because I think, at least for me, I've got sort of set in my ways of using either this one or the, was it Prometheus blood code? Yeah, or that one. And the more you sort of level up the gifts, the more you get used to it, and you get sort of used to playing the game a certain way. Also, this bit's a bit annoying because they just sort of try and dodge you all the time. There we go. Do you wanna not do that? Yeah, so you can actually get revived by your AI partners in this. I'm gonna die here. Well, give me a good opportunity to show you one of the features. So you collect a thing called haze, and if you die, it stays in that area, and then you can collect it to retrieve all of it, or you can do something else, and you can go to the hot springs and immediately get half of it back. I'm not too worried about getting it all, because I've died to the boss here about 10 times. Like, all the other ones in this game have been fairly challenging. It's taken like 5 or 6 attempts to defeat some of them, because I literally have no patience at all. If you've ever seen me play Dynasty Warriors, you should know that I like literally do not care. I'm very impatient. That's why it took me so many attempts to get some of the weapons, especially in stuff like Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends. Just, you know, just absolutely hate waiting around. So yeah, so this is sort of against the way that I play these games. Yeah, the hot springs serves literally no other feature than to get all your haze back, and also replay cutscenes. Oh, you get to look at these cute girls. So she's called Coco, and her tits are absolutely fucking massive. Like, I have no idea how she walks around with those absolute honkers. She always wears a hat as well. She looks a bit like a goth, but And this character here, she always wears a gas mask, except for here, which is a bit strange. I can zoom in on her, can't I? Yeah. And then there's my character. I'll show you off some of the customization in a minute. And this is EO, who sounds literally like Mad Moxie from Borderlands, and whatever else the voice actress has been in. Yeah, so I want to say, compared to my previous experiences of playing Souls games, this does actually have more. It's more like story orientated in the way that it's literally right in front of you. It always has all these like cutscenes, which I will show. Let's go for that one. Yes, and that is actually my PS4, although I've cleaned out, if you can hear that in the background, I actually cleaned out the fan, and now I forgot to replace the thermal paste on the CPU, so it's like unbelievably loud. It's actually a bit fucking annoying. I think you can hear it from downstairs. Who's this?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. One thing that would be cool is if you got the customization items from the other characters. That would be pretty cool. But you don't. Because I want to make my character look like her. Oh, this is actually the first cutscene. So it didn't actually pick the one I wanted, but oh well. So yeah, it's more... it's more, cutscene orientated from the ones I've played. I'm sure nobody, somebody will no doubtably say, "Oh, the Dark Souls do have cutscenes and blah blah blah." Don't care. Yeah, like I did a Sengoku Basara review, and those things I deliberately missed out because I didn't want it to be, 400 years long, and it wasn't like necessary to say the game was good for these features, like, oh, you can change some of the button inputs. Like, oh, I think you deliberately missed this out. It's like, yeah, because it doesn't matter. I'll probably have to do a review, a video talking about reviews on this channel, because after this whole Last of Us 2 thing, it's just sort of got me thinking. And also, I'll go on to Neo. Although I do own the game, I don't really... I have no intention of playing it. In fact, I don't really have any intention of playing a Warriors game, like, forever. Oh yeah, so we'll... Oh, where is he? So this is another character you get. He can be one of your co-op partners as well, and follow you into battle. He carries a great axe. There's EO again, looking like an absolute loony. Yeah, she's the weapon seller. She sells merchandise. See, look at those. And this guy here is called Lewis, and he basically is the main driving force behind the story. So there are a few other things in the home base you can do. There is actually another character here called Davis, which doesn't seem to really do a lot. Sounds literally like Ujimasa Hojo from Samurai Warriors 3. But most people wouldn't know that because nobody played that game, so... Look at that. Look at it. That's the most important thing about this game, is the characters have got big titties.
What is it?
What is it? So, one of the things you can get are called Vestiges, which upgrade your gifts and blood codes, which I can't actually show you any of those, but you get like a long memory scene of who used to own the blood code before, their memories. One of them you get is Davis's, and you find out about a bit about his backstory. So I prefer that over, the little script things in Dark Souls where they you basically have to read a book in order to know the backstory. So yeah, this is actually the menu you have to do it. You have to do it from missiles, which are basically like bonfires. So they've all got like these passive and active abilities. Thankfully it does actually tell you. The active abilities are obviously done by holding R1 if you're playing on the PlayStation, and then triangle, circle, square, or X, and then the D-pad. So you can do 8 at a time, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool they've done that. Although it's a bit weird having to take your fingers off the joysticks to do that. And obviously you use haze to level these up or unlock them. And like it had earlier, some of these you actually require the Vestiges to get, which you can obviously find from wandering around the area. Although that area I showed you earlier with the cathedral, there isn't actually any there as far as I've found. I've done like 50% of the area and I still haven't found any of them. So, a bit annoying. Yeah, so I think that is one of the downfalls of this game, that you do get sort of set in your ways of just trying to play. You get stuck with a blood code, really, and then you get used to playing that, so you don't really want to try others. Like this one, it does actually decrease your weapon speed, well, for the weapons I've got at least. So I'm sort of stuck with playing as lowest as blood code. Yeah, so I will show you another bit of an area. Go here. I don't want to fail on the last boss. I don't want to look like an absolute clown. Although I've already died in this video, so... Right, actually, but because I finished recording this video and I actually forgot to show off one of the major features of this game, I will quickly show it now, which is obviously the customization. I was actually tempted to make Ritsu Tainaka from K-On! In this because she's my favourite character, but this is actually a character I made in like August last year and just haven't got around to changing the game. So you've got all these, you've got different skin types. So you can be a vampire, which are basically what the characters are. You can be black. You can actually have like proper black skin, which is a bit strange. There's no I can't remember what the word is. There's no like color picker, so you only get these ones. So you can go for like blue, sort of greyish blue skin. Yeah, there's another grey. All these first ones seem to be some sort of like grey, which is a bit strange. Not actually representative of the colours picked there, but yeah, there's quite a lot of choice to have. I can't remember which one I had. I think it was no. Oh well, I'll just load the thing later anyway. You got like 250 different hairstyles or whatever. Maybe not that many, but quite a lot. You can have twin tails, so you can make Rise from Persona 4. I might do that later actually, or many others. Yeah, so one of the features that I actually don't like about this is you can't actually change your character's like head shape, which is a bit strange. For a game which like people always keep praising it for, mass amounts of customization, that's one thing you don't actually get. So yeah, that bit on the back is actually an accessory that I've got. The sort of plant-shaped thing I've given to her. Yeah, quite a lot of good hairstyles you can have, and you obviously change the base color and stuff. And if this ruins my character customization, I'm actually going to cry. Although I've got like a nearly 2-hour video of me first making this character, which I was going to upload, but it's got no commentary. So you can give her pink hair. I might actually change it to that sometime. Eyes, change all the pupil shapes. That's pretty cool, and not that you really ever see it. I mean, you see it in some cutscenes. You can have like bug eyes. Might make a moth lady later. Oh, so you can actually change like the little white dot on their eyes as well, which that's pretty cool. Pupil 2. She's a moth lady now. Size, cat eyes. Okay, no. Oh, because I can't actually see the pupil. You can give them cross eyes, edge thickness. Individually change the eye colour. I think you actually have to like remake a character if you actually want the shape of the eyes to be different. Give it different eyebrows, all this and that, makeup. Scars. Obviously, I think you get more options as a man for stuff like that. I don't think makeup's available for blokes though. That's kind of weird. Yeah, you can change which side it's on as well, which is pretty cool. Face paint. Not that you'd want that. I mean, some people obviously will. And what's... Oh, it's just the shadow it's shown on the face, that's why. So accessories, yeah, I've got her with a pair of shining sunglasses, monocles, all this and that. Yeah, you can change where it is as well on the placement. So have it on her titties. Earrings as well. There's loads of. If it will actually let me zoom in. Probably not the best place to show it with this hairstyle. Oh no, I need that one. What was that? Oh, it's a wreath. Bit weird. Clothing. So you don't actually. This is actually like the base layer for when you pick your outfit. Your outfit is actually determined by something called a blood vial, I think it is. So that's like the top layer, and this I'm showing here is the base layer. So you can have a bath towel if you want, which looks kind of weird. Your purifier mask, which you have to take out with you, basically to stop you from getting COVID-19. Do you get it? It's an obvious joke about coronavirus. Mask frame, so that's pretty cool. You can change that. We have full on like gothic BDSM thing. So load appearance, yeah, go back to that. So you can make a bunch of custom ones, which is pretty cool. And also, if you have like different save accounts on this, you can actually load their thing, which is, you know, quite nice. So I think if you actually want one with a different eye shape, you have to, and face and stuff like that, you actually have to like make a new character, which is a little bit annoying. But I suppose you could just load it from here. Yeah, so you can load a customization or just load an appearance. So yeah, can be shared between save data. I think it would change my name if she was called something else. I think she is actually called Gravy or something like that. So yeah, that's my custom character. I'm pretty happy with it. Give it a rating out of 10. Obviously 11 is the preferable score. And yeah, back onto the bit of the video I did earlier. Yeah, sorry if I'm wibbling on. I don't really have much time to record videos these days with work and having to help my brother move house. And then in a month's time I have to do it all again. So hopefully enemies will spawn here.
I hope something turns
If they don't,
out.
I'll look like a right clown.
Enemy spotted.
Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, some of the abilities you get are like add effects to your weapons and stuff, which is pretty cool. Probably not the best gameplay to show if I'm just like one-shotting them basically. There we go, you're dead. Yeah, so I have been enjoying it. A little bit easier, like I said, compared to the others. Actually, one thing I do want to talk about is Neo. Obviously, I've got it, and I mentioned that earlier, but I don't really know why Koei Tecmo are just being absolute clowns lately. Oh, right. So here, actually, I'll talk about that in a minute. There is one thing in this game. I want to say the encounters aren't as sort of calculated as well as Dark Souls, in terms of they're like beautifully crafted. Like you get a certain amount of enemies here. Sometimes in this game it just feels a bit random, but you also get these things where they'll invade from other worlds and they'll just be absolutely mountains of the enemies, and it's actually quite annoying. There's one in the cathedral where they send like the toughest enemies in the area at you, and they just absolutely slaughter you. Yeah. So in this game, you do get outnumbered quite a bit with these trial of blood things. Oh, don't want to do that. Come on, heal! Oh yeah, those kung fu guys, they are actually like one of the starting enemies in the game, but when you get further in, they seem to that's when they seem to do all the breakdancing moves. Oh, he's gonna try and kill me. Yeah, there we go. Fucking wanker. Oh, I can actually revive her as well, if the game will let me, which it's not going to. Stop attacking me! I'm trying to roll out the way and it won't let me because I'm stuck on the scenery. That is bullshit. Yeah, but you do get swamped by enemies in stuff like that. That was complete nonsense.
Hey, are you okay?
So I guess I'll show you getting the haze again. That was a bit annoying. Go for that again.
Maybe we should try.
Yeah, so it loves to swamp you. So going back to Neo for the third time. Yeah, some of the stuff I've seen Koei Tecmo do lately, actually regarding even people in like their PR team, I just think like, what are you doing? So I got sent a screenshot from, because I'm obviously very critical of their games and stuff, and I got sent a screenshot of their Discord, like the managers or PR people just, you know, sprouting absolute nonsense. Like, one of the things I can't remember the exact phrase, but they said they were going to like sort of ban people from their Facebook page because they repeat the same questions. I'm like, you're literally a PR person, just fucking deal with it. It's literally your job. I mean, holy shit, bro. Yeah, I just think, bloody hell. And I can't remember what the other thing they said was, and I was just like, are they actually joking or not? It just made me think, like, why are you saying this in like a private Discord server where you're already sort of preaching to the converted? It just makes no sense. Oh yeah, it was something along the lines of Twitter. The Twitter fans are essentially smarter than the ones on Facebook. I just think, or what? Just because they're not as gullible and buy every game you've got or something. Go away. There we go. Those breakdancing ones are actually really annoying. Oh, you also can change weapons, but so you've got this is a bayonet, but you can actually shoot as well. It costs Ichor, which yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. It's like the little number in the corner, which also uses the same power as gifts, so you can't just spam them over and over again. So it's a bit different from the mana. Well, is it different from the mana system in like Demon Souls? I can't remember. I think it is. The only thing I really remember about Demon Souls is that magic was like ridiculously overpowered. Like, not even joking, you could like one-shot anybody with a fireball. And most, what do you call it? Speedruns of that game, like, you have to use magic. You can defeat a boss which you're not supposed to defeat for like 10 hours, like at the beginning of the game. So yeah, that's my experience. Not speedrunning, but I think it's quite funny. I've seen other people do it. Give her a bit more attack. Yeah, basically some of the tougher enemies you can literally just leave your co-op partner to deal with them. You received a reward. Condensed lost shard. So yeah, that is that's some of the trickier bits of this game, just, you know, dealing with mass amounts of enemies in those trial of whatchamacallums. yeah, I sort of struggle playing this game. It's like you have to have like sort of a totally different mindset to play games like this, and I have very little patience. But I am enjoying it, especially if you die to a boss a few times. You just think ah, and absolutely rage, and then you start doing even worse, which is always a good thing. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say. There's probably loads of stuff I've missed, but yeah. Oh, that was a bit bloody stupid, wasn't it? Yeah, the ranged enemies in this game are the most annoying thing. There we go. They say greater loss, but they're literally just generics with a different skin. At the end of these areas, you do actually you can refight bosses that you've defeated before. Like there's this water woman with a naginata, and she seems to just absolutely wreck you. Oh, another thing is as well, bosses in this game seem to, when you first encounter them, they have they add mechanics which you've never come across before. So like one of the main boss, the first sort of main boss that isn't a human in this game, is like a giant sort of like butterfly moth thing, and it inflicts venom damage. Yeah, so it's that boss there, which I'm not going to do because I'll embarrass myself. She inflicts the venom status, which you've never seen before, so like countering it is actually quite annoying. And then the next one does like status debuffs, and what does the next one do? I can't remember what the one after that does, but yeah, it sort of throws extra things at you in the boss fights just to annoy you. So that gets a bit annoying. Be nice if it had sort of a slower build up, but I suppose that is the point of these games, really, to be difficult. Not that I really care. You know, some people seem to think that Dynasty Warriors should be as hard as Dark Souls, and that's the only reason why the new games are bad, as opposed to, you know, just poor game design in general. Because, you know, was it another one of these things? Trial of Blood. Oh, another one. I didn't realise that. Thought I've already done this. Oh, also, when you first do these Trial of Blood things, you don't actually get a choice to do them. It just automatically does it. So you have to be a bit careful, and if you want to, I can't remember the word. Yeah, so you have to, in these games, you always have to sort of err on the side of caution on some things. You don't want to venture too far without sort of saving or using your saved up haze to upgrade yourself. Otherwise you could get into a situation you can't get out of, and then lose all of it, which I've had several times. Bloody hell, that's not fun. Oh, I've got one of those bloody kung fu guys. Oh, why did you roll into him? Yeah, so also with the buff things, it does actually affect your partner, which is quite good. So if you just want them to be an absolute killing machine, just do that. Oh, that is actually another thing. With the gifts, you can level them up as well, and depending on your stats, you can actually use them with other blood codes. So there is sort of a reason to play other types. Yeah, but it also depends on your stats. So some of the gifts that I've used, I can't actually use with a different blood code because I don't have enough, you know, willpower, or what are the other stats? Strength, dexterity, and I think it might be intellect. I can't remember. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying, but you know, I suppose it is there for balance, if you could call it that. And there is one final thing that I might be able to show you. Obviously, you've got counter-attacks and stuff in this game. But you can also drain enemies of Ica by doing that attack, which you sort of have to really stun enemies. And the one downfall of having a partner is that they will probably kill the enemy before you can do that. But there is actually a backstab move you can do, which plays sort of a mini cutscene, as it were, on the enemy, and you do it automatically and you're invincible whilst you do it. So that's pretty cool. Although when you come out of the animation there, sometimes there will be an enemy like literally standing behind you waiting to get the drop on you, so probably won't be able to show it because I'm not that good. See, as I'm getting absolutely owned here. And like the angle you have to be to do this attack is like ridiculous. You have to be basically like full on level with them to do it. Yeah, see, like that, you're hitting him from the back and it does nothing. There we go. And you drain his Ica, and also you can increase your maximum up to, I think it's like 10 or 15 times. I think it depends on the blood code each time, but if you rest at a missile it goes away, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, that is Code Vein. I think I've covered everything I wanted to talk about that I've liked about this game, or the general gist of things. And yeah, I will see you with another video. I was actually going to do this tomorrow, but I might have to do something else now. I'll probably talk about reviews or whatever. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching if you did, and I will see you again with another video sometime. Bye bye.